It's like midnight right now, and Steven's outside shoveling. Where is he? Look at what he's wearing.
I'm the sexiest fucking shovel boy you ever had. How are you?
I got him those boxer briefs for
You know what,
Valentine's Day.
No.
That's gonna go in too, and I'll blur it.
I'm not putting it on your vlog. You said I wouldn't do it, so I did it. And don't use that as an excuse to make me do something I don't want to do, like fix something.
Are you done?
Yeah, dude, just fuck this.
What?
I said, yeah, fuck this.
Today is Tuesday. Hate when this armrest is up when I'm in the driver's seat. Oh, crap, I need to get gas. I'm good for today. I don't need to get it today. It is February vacation week, so Aiden is with me all week. And it's raining. I thought it was supposed to be nice today, but apparently not. So we didn't do much this weekend. Steven had yesterday off too, so he had a 3-day weekend because it was President's Day yesterday. And since he was home for 3 days, I was able to catch up on all my orders. I have no orders today unless somebody places an order soon. But it's nice to not have a whole bunch of stuff to do. So I'm going to Walmart because I have a few things I need to pick up. I feel like I'm always going to Walmart. But really I just want to get out of the house because his grandmother's driving me insane again. At this point, I don't know how much she's like playing it up and faking and pretending. I'm just very confused because like she hasn't done her forgetful stuff since the whole deal with her having to go to Boston for that appointment at the Beth Israel Hospital. Hi. And because this morning he mentioned that again, Steven was like, you gotta make sure you call Donna because that appointment is next week. She started again. She's like, what appointment? Oh, I already went to that. And he's explaining it to her. No, you guys canceled it the day of because she didn't want to drive in the little bit of snow that we had. So, I mean, I highly doubt she's gonna friggin' call her because she's gonna keep putting it off like she did last time because she doesn't want to go to this. I'm like, I feel like telling her, just call them, tell them forget it, you don't want to have this done, and then we don't have to keep going through this because all it's doing is aggravating the crap out of me. And then like with her eating, I don't know why she can't just tell us what she wants to eat because Steven will usually give her an English muffin and then have to fight with her about it in the morning because she says it's too much and she can't eat it all. So he gave her one yesterday morning, and then I was like just waking up because he woke up before me and he let me sleep. And I went upstairs and I was gonna start making pancakes. And then she's like, oh, I'd love a pancake, after she was just fighting with him about not being able to eat an English muffin. I was like, why didn't you just tell him right off the bat that you wanted pancakes instead of having to throw away an English muffin? Like, I don't like wasting food, and she makes me waste food all the time. And then this morning, again, he fought with her before he went to work to try and get her to eat the English muffin. She was trying to get him to eat half of it because it was too much for her. And then I don't know if she thinks that she didn't know Aiden was out of school this week, even though she's asked me like 3 times. So I think she thought that we had already gone, like me taking him to school. The second Steven drove away, she got up, went into the kitchen, and started making herself pizza because we ordered pizza yesterday. Like, okay, she just drives me insane. Like, why can't you just say what you want to eat instead of doing this? And then, like, I think it was, Saturday, all day she did not leave her bed, like, to the point where I was getting worried. And I think it was just she wanted to be lazy that day. Like, she was like, oh, I'm in such a bad way today, I can't even move. And then she just didn't move for the rest of the day, and every time it was time to like eat or something, Steven would bring it into her. And I really think she just wanted to be lazy, because like yesterday she woke up and she was like strolling through the house, and then I don't think she knew that I was in my office working, and she came like, usually she's all hunched over her walker and stuff, and like I don't doubt that she's in pain, yeah, because of all her arthritis and crap, but like she just came strolling through, and then once she realized I was in there, it was kind of like back to hunching over again. So I don't know at this point. I don't know how bad she really actually is and how much is like playing it up, because I think the problem is she wants someone to wait on her hand and foot, and I refuse to do that. Like, I don't have time to do that. If she wants that, then she needs to agree to go to a nursing home. Point blank. Hi, Aiden. And that just like, when I first started dating Steven and I would stay there, she wouldn't, like, a lot of the time she didn't know that I had like slept there. Not that we were doing it sneakily, but she just like never paid attention to that stuff. And his room was still downstairs. Oh, yellow light, let's bang it. Okay. His room was still downstairs. And like him and his brother had always told me like, yeah, she's old, she has trouble walking because she has such bad arthritis and stuff. So like I would always see, oh, what is that in the middle of the street? Okay, it's a box. I thought it was an animal. So I would always see her like clumping around, having trouble walking and stuff. And then like when him and his brother were at work, and I would like, Steven worked at the lobster company at that time, and he had really weird hours, like super early in the morning, and then he'd be home like by like 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So I would just like stay there if I slept over that night, which wasn't too often because I always had work too. So it was like, if we both got a weekend that we had off, then that was fine. But I would be in his room with his dog, because the bathroom's down there anyway. I really had no need to go upstairs, and I was like, oh, I'll just sleep in, take advantage of that, because I lived in a house full of like 5 people, and it was always noisy, and I could never sleep in on the weekends. So I would hear her just like walking fast upstairs and like going full speed and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell, is she like pretending to be worse than she is? So that just brought me back to where we are now, because I don't know what's pretending and what's real, but I know the crapping all over herself, if she's pretending that's kind of sick. So that's why I think that part of it is not pretending. But I don't know anymore. I just don't know. All I know is that I'm completely fed up. So anyway, we're going to get some stuff. I just want to get like some veggies and stuff like that. And I finally ordered that dollhouse that Aiden had been like freaking out over in the toy store at the mall. I found it. I ended up getting it from a bunch of stores, had it online for cheaper than what that toy store was selling it for, but I ended up getting it from Kohl's because I had the 30% off coupon and everything. So I got it from there, and it should be here this week. I was gonna save it for Easter, but he's been doing so awesome in school, it's gonna be just like his treat from me. Steven doesn't know that I ordered it. He's probably gonna be like, what the hell did you get him a dollhouse for? But he has like this obsession with houses and stuff. Like I got him a little, what brand is it called? It's called like Playmobil or something. It's kind of like one of the ones that you build, sort of like the Lego Duplo, but not actual blocks. It's just pieces that you put together. So it's a little house that I got from there, and he's loved that one. He's had that one for a couple of years now. But this one is just really neat. Yeah, sit back. Hi. I'm gonna put you back in that harness, boy. That's the one thing I don't like about changing that to a booster seat, is now he thinks that he can try and take his seatbelt off, and it drives me nuts. I don't want him doing that while we're driving. So I was gonna end that for the day, but just got out of Walmart. My uncle's birthday is coming up, and he loves Peeps. Like, he's obsessed with Peeps. So the fact that his birthday is March 10th, it's always very helpful that all the Easter stuff and the Peeps and everything are out. So I got him a Rick and Morty t-shirt that I had ordered. It hasn't come in yet. Where did I get that from? Hot Topic, I think. And instead of giving him like a gift bag this year, I just found a giant Peeps Easter basket. It's like a blue chick, so I'm gonna put his stuff in there. And I got a little like grow a Peep thing. He's like a child. He's like, how old is he gonna be? 45 or something like that. But he's always loved like SpongeBob. He loves SpongeBob SquarePants. It just started off as a joke. Like, me and my mom used to always buy him SpongeBob stuff, but he like seriously collects it now. But yeah, so I'm excited. I found a big blue Peep basket to put his stuff in. Which the stupid thing was like 16 bucks, so he's not getting too much more stuff now. He had a giant Peeps basket, which I don't know what he's gonna do with, but I'm sure he will keep that thing on display year round because he's obsessed with Peeps. I think for the rest of his gift, I'm gonna go on the Peeps website and order him some of the like the limited edition flavors, because that's what I did for Christmas. I got a whole bunch of like, they're all funky flavors that they release for different holidays. Like, you can buy Peeps year round on that website, but they have like, they had so many for Christmas. I ended up getting him like 12 different kinds or something like that. They had like hot cocoa dipped in chocolate, and they had like lemon meringue dipped in chocolate, and then they had the ones that were, I'm not a big Peeps fan, but the ones that were really good were the cinnamon bun ones, because they tasted like cinnamon rolls, but they were dipped in like this icing. That was just my favorite out of the ones that I got, because I tried those. But yeah, Peepsaholic. Look at how cute it is. It's this gigantic stuffed Easter basket thing. So, oh, I think I was covering the microphone, but this is what his birthday present's going in. Whoa, why is the car shaking so much?
Stop.
Yeah. Today's Wednesday. Today is called Meg Wants to Get the Hell Out of the House because Steven's grandma drives her insane all day. She did not call her daughter again yesterday, despite us telling her, make sure you call her and tell her that you got that Boston appointment coming up. So I fully expect her to play dumb and act like she doesn't know when it's coming, and we're gonna be doing this until like the day of the damn appointment. I told Steven, just text your aunt again, tell her when it is, make sure she knows about it, and then that's it with this. Then the day of, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm on her to get dressed and get ready, because the appointment's at 1:30 again, like the last one was supposed to be. And if it takes like an hour to get there without traffic, because I looked it up on Google Maps, it's farther away than where the place is that we take Aiden in Boston. And Lord knows, it always takes us way longer than we think to get there because of all the traffic and everything going on. So there's always like construction, and it's such a cluster F mess down there. So today, I can't tell if it's gonna be nice or not. I mean, it's 56 degrees, so it's warm out. That's warm to us anyway. Like, it's nice enough to just wear a hoodie, but it looks like it could rain. Like, it could go either way. So I don't really want to do an outdoor activity, but I wanted to get Aiden out of the house because it's vacation week and we have to do something. So I've been wanting to find a bookstore. It sounds so stupid, like there's no bookstores anymore. They've closed everything. Like, when I was little, it was Walden Books, it was in the mall, and every time we went to the mall, we would go in there. I remember my grandma would take us there every month to get the new R.L. Stine Goosebumps book. But yeah, that's closed. There's no Borders around here anymore. There used to be a giant Borders store in the Providence Place Mall, which is a ways from us, but still, they closed that. The only one that I know of, that I don't even know if it's still open was a Barnes and Noble, but it's like up near Boston. So I don't want to go all the way there. So I ended up finding, I was trying to Google like bookstores. I ended up finding a little place that's not too far from us. So I'm gonna go try and find that and see how that store is. It looks, I don't know if it's a used bookstore or what, but either way, it's a bookstore. So that was a really nice little bookstore, and it was mostly children's books, which worked out well. They had used books and new books, so book haul. Aiden picked out My Trip to the Science Museum. It's one of those Mercer Mayer books. Mercer Mayer, yeah. I had a ton of these when I was little. He still has some of mine. The Runaway Egg, which is Big Bird and Elmo. And then the one that he's reading, what is that? It's Jack and the Beanstalk, but it's like a giant one here. Jack and the Beanstalk. I'll give it back to you. So they had pretty decent prices. I think the Jack and the Beanstalk one was the most. That one was $7.99. But now, can I get out of here easily? That yesterday, there was still half a small pizza left in the refrigerator in the morning, and Steven told me to give her a slice or two for lunch. So lunchtime rolls around, there's no pizza left. The pizza box was in the flippin' trash because she ate the entire thing. I'm like, great, she's gonna have like diarrhea now. She'll eat when it's something she freaking likes, and she eats all of it. So I don't understand why she can't just say, hey, I don't want English muffins anymore in the morning, get me something else. Ugh, I swear. Whether it's intentional or not, the more and more she does this crap, the more and more I can't stand living with her. Oh, I realized I never showed you guys the dollhouse once it was done. Aiden's already put other toys in it and stuff, but it's a pain in the butt to put together. So the front of it is really cute. Looks like that. All the doors are open. I was kind of contemplating painting it red, but I mean it's really not a big deal right now. Plus the roof has this detailing in it, and I don't want to sit there painting all of that, so. Ooh, that's not on there too well, is it? These were just like, you stick them in the peg holes instead of screwing them in, so then kind of not. That's why I have it turned around so we won't knock those off. I cannot find my other sunglasses. Is it these? What the heck happened to them? So today is Friday. Here they are. Today is Friday, and we're on our way to go to BJ's with my uncle so that I can get the bulk stuff for the week. And it's sunny out, so I think I'm gonna need my sunglasses, and I don't have my clip-on ones on, which I just realized, so let's not lose my glasses in the process. So last night, or yesterday afternoon, or whatever, however you want to put it, Steven ended up talking to his dad, and apparently he didn't do it when I was home, so like I couldn't hear it, but he was trying to tell me everything he said. Apparently there wasn't lots of backlash from him or anything, but it kind of ended with he'll be down not this weekend, but next weekend. And what he's leaning towards doing is, I gotta turn this heat on a little bit, so hopefully you can't hear it too much. If I leave it on 1, you can't really hear it in the phone. My windows fog up if I don't. he wants to talk to her again about her moving up there with him, which I'm not very optimistic about this working out, because she's gonna refuse and say no, and then that's gonna be it, just like last time. I would be so happy if that happened. That would be perfect, because then she wouldn't wind up in the nursing home which none of her family wants. Oh my goodness, the sun. But I just don't think that's gonna come to fruition, because even if she did finally agree to going up there, he has like basically a farm. He has horses, he has 2 dogs, I believe, and I mean, he made us get rid of Izzy because of her. So is he gonna get rid of his animals and stuff? I highly doubt it. And when that first happened with his family telling us that we had to get rid of Izzy, it pissed me off so bad, because they were blaming it on the fact that she has like the interstitial lung disease and shouldn't have pets in the house. But I've looked that up since then, and that's only if you're already allergic to pet dander. And she's not allergic to dogs or anything. She was never allergic to Izzy when she was there. The main thing was her daughter hated Izzy because she jumped a lot. But I always kept Izzy downstairs with us. She never went upstairs and was jumping all over his grandmother or anything, so screw that man. I'm so sick of living like this and having to abide by other people's rules and all this crap. I mean, thank God that my uncle was able to take Izzy, because I would never have given her to like an animal shelter or anything, put it that way. If I couldn't have found someone to take her, I would have ended up moving. Simple as that. So, now I don't really have an update for you, because his dad's not coming down this weekend. It's probably going to come next weekend. They'll talk about it for 5 minutes, and then nothing will get done, just like every time. Was there that much snow on my car? It snowed a little bit yesterday. Like, it's crazy that the day before yesterday was like 70 something degrees, and now it's 30 and we have snow on the ground. This is New England weather. So I have like a 30-minute drive to my grandma's house. Technically my uncle could come up here, because there's a BJ's up near IKEA. We could just do that, but he likes going to this one, so I gotta go all the way there, and then we take his Jeep, because it's all heavy bulk stuff. I mean, I don't get that much stuff there, but he does. He gets a ton of stuff for the month, so I don't want the weight of all that bogging down my car. That's not good for your what is it? Suspension. I learned that when I first started driving. But I'm gonna shut up, probably end the vlog here, unless I find anything cool at BJ's. Oh, the lighting is probably so bad right now because it's so sunny, it's like glaring on me. But I will talk to you guys either later on or next week in the next vlog.